I set myself up so well. And then I realized I was not wearing a mic the whole time. So hi! Today I wanted to talk about therapy and what you might feel once you receive a diagnosis. The first thing I would say about approaching therapy is don't give up, okay? Obviously, since you're seeking help, you understand that you may be ill. And it's very difficult to come to that understanding. A lot of people resist saying that they need help as far as their mental health goes. Because when you are physically ill, you can see it on a person. You can't deny that someone is physically ill. But a lot of people have felt that their mental illness has been denied. So asking for help is not something that they will quickly go to. Don't give up when it comes to seeking help for your mental health. Going to therapy or seeking a therapist is very much like dating, in the sense that you will have to kind of shop around for a therapist. So you may find someone that you like and you might vibe with, or it could be that you sit down with them, you start talking to them, or you see them for a couple of dates or visits, and then you find that you don't actually get along with them. That's okay. It's nerve-wracking and it's a little unsettling and it can be scary, but it's great. It's great. Very much like being in a relationship, you will find that with the right therapist, you can have a healthy relationship with your mental health. You can reach your wellness goals with the right person. You'll develop a professional relationship with your therapist. You'll learn to trust them eventually. Don't give up on finding a therapist. You will find someone that you work well with. The next thing I would say is be patient. You have to be patient with yourself, you have to be patient with your family, and you have to be patient with your therapist. With yourself, it'll be frustrating to try and put to words how you feel. Just pace yourself. Sit back, maybe journal about how you feel. That way, when someone asks how you're doing, you neither placate nor do you overshare how you feel. Not everybody needs to know what's going on with you. So if you are patient with yourself and can think about how you feel within yourself, it becomes a lot easier to draw out those feelings when you're in a therapy appointment. It may be easier also to explain how you feel to your friends and family. Next, be patient with your friends and family. It's true that perhaps your mental illness has gotten to the point where it affects your relationships you have with your friends and family. That happens. That part of dealing with mental illness, it's real. Don't overthink about how your relationship has changed either, because those people care about you. They want to know how you feel and what you're going through. Just understand that they may not get it. Sometimes you can talk to you're blue in the face, and that gets exhausting. Just be very patient with them, because it may be a new experience for you and it's going to be very difficult for you, but it's also new for them. And they love you, so they will be more empathetic and understanding, than anyone else. Try to choose the right words. And if it's something that you can't express to them, something that you don't want to explain, just let them know. Ask them to be patient with you. I don't have the strength, I don't have the words to express exactly how I feel. I need you to be patient with me. Your family is going to be empathetic to that. Your family and friends, they're going to try their best to understand, even if they don't know the extent of what you're experiencing. You're going to meet a number of people who have varying skills, varying levels of education, but they may have very similar tools to help you reach your mental wellness goals. So you can begin your therapy by asking what their approach is. In fact, when you are searching for therapists, that may be one of the most important questions you ask them, because people with varying skills will have different approaches. So if you are open with them and say, hey, this is nerve-wracking, this is not an experience I'm used to, and you ask them what their approach to therapy is, you may find out that one person doesn't work for you, or you may want to see them again, and just be patient with their process. Once you build that professional relationship, you'll begin to trust them. That's what is meant when you see those posts about trusting the process. Your therapist may be the person that guides you through that process. You may become frustrated with them too. You may dislike therapy altogether. You may already dislike therapy. If you express patience for the person who's trying to help you, you will have a better experience with the therapeutic process. Remember that they are people too. And what they've done is dedicated their time in order to be in a field where they help people. And if they didn't care about your needs, if they didn't care about your mental wellness goals, then they wouldn't be in that field. They want to help you. This next part is going to be very difficult for me to talk about. I'm sweating already. It may be difficult for you to accept a diagnosis. And the reason is because you've lived with the person you are for however long you have lived, and now you are experiencing parts of you that you don't quite understand. And you're experiencing parts of you that you don't feel like are truly you. And so when you receive a diagnosis that you weren't expecting, or you receive a diagnosis that confirms how you feel, it can be scary. It can be as if you're meeting yourself for the first time. That's emotional. It's okay for you to feel overwhelmed by a diagnosis. It's okay for you to cry about it. It's okay for you to scream about it. It's okay to do anything you like as a response to receiving a diagnosis that is not harmful to yourself or to others. It's going to be difficult to deal with, but if you be patient with yourself, if you find avenues to express yourself in a way that's healthy, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be hard, but eventually the person you remember yourself being, the person you may feel like you've lost, you're gonna find them again and you're going to be happy. That was hard. I'm not gonna lie. But I hope it was helpful.